Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press release out of the small cap space every morning at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next rate small cap investments. Tuesday, September the 7th. We wish you all had a great and safe and happy Labor Day long weekend. Trading season has officially begun. We've always said it. Labor Day, everyone's back in town. Kids are back at school. You got to be in front of your computers. We're starting to trade. Resources are dominating today. I've got 4 great press releases for you. Remember, gold is up this morning and just touched $1,260 US. Something's happened over there. Let's get to the news. First up, China Northeast Petroleum. They announced their Q2 numbers. They trade on the NYSE under the stock symbol NEP. These are Q2 numbers for the period ended June 30th. This is an independent oil producer and oil field services company in northern China. Highlights: revenue up 144% to $27.7 million. I like that number. GAAP net income, $25 million or 81 cents per diluted share. That's for the quarter. And consider the fact that the company closed at $5.50 on Friday. You extrapolate that quarter out over 4 quarters, and you've got a company trading giving you $3.20 potentially in earnings per share. That's a ridiculously low multiple. However, there is one thing about the numbers I wasn't crazy about. That GAAP net income number included 15.1 million, in non-cash gains related to a change in the fair values of warrants they have out there. So I don't really like that, even though they compared to the last quarter and they did improve, and that also had the non-cash gains on warrants. Not crazy about that number, so you're going to have to do some research there. Balance sheet looking strong, $46.5 million in cash versus just $34 million in cash last quarter. So you got to like that. This company is spinning off significant cash, really important. And finally, stockholders' equity, $103 million as of the end of the quarter. The company says they are the first Chinese non-state-owned oil company trading on the NYSEAmex. 550 close on Friday, 211 on the low, 1159 on the high, so trading a little below the midway range, but definitely they've got some potential nice numbers out of them. Next up, Donner Metals, TSX Venture, DON. This is a repeat. The company put out this news on Friday, which is before Labor Day. I guess they had to do it because of material, but they reissued it this morning, and it's definitely worth repeating. The company announced that they've received a positive feasibility study on their Breakmack-McLeod deposit in the Matagami base metal camp in central Quebec. The study was commissioned by Xstrata Zinc. It's a great partner to have. Everyone knows who Xstrata is. They're world mining power, and this is Xstrata Xstrata Zinc Canada division, and it was prepared on the base of a 65-35 split, 65 to Xstrata, 35 to Donner. Here's the number: proven and probable mining reserve, 3.73 million tons, grading 9.6% zinc, 1.26% copper, 28.25 grams per ton of silver, and 0.43 grams per ton of gold. The company says based on this, they've got a 4-year life of mine at 2,500 tons per day production rate. There's a potential to expand both the reserve base and the production rate, which means they've got some upside. They think they got some more upside, but they're going to have to prove it. So make sure you don't take that to the bank. They're expecting life of mine production to be about 570,000 tons of zinc, 40,000 tons of copper, 47,000 kilos of silver, and 445 kilograms of gold. Total capital cost, $163 million. That's based on the 65-35 split. Now, what I find really interesting here is the economic threshold analysis was done using the following numbers. Zinc, 80 cents per pound. Copper, $2.50 per pound. Silver, $12 US per ounce. That's trading at almost $20 right now. Gold, $1,000 an ounce. We know from what I just said this morning, it's trading already at $12.60. So you've got a company, from my calculation, looks like all of their commodities have been priced 20%, at least 20% below what they're already trading for cash today. So I like that, and Xstrata has a history of being very conservative, and I think it's much better to underpromise and overperform, assuming commodity prices can stay bullish. The company says the project is sensitive to metal prices. For example, a 10% increase from those numbers I gave you translates into a 12-fold increase in net present value and a 2-fold increase in internal rate of return. Overall, great press release. Donner does do some, we do some search engine advertising for Donner. No no financial interest, no shares owned, but I have to disclose that just so you know everything's on the up and up. Closed on Friday around 27 cents, 52-week range, 37 on the high, 16.5 on the low. So they're right in between their 52-week trading range. Go do some due diligence, take a closer look at Donner. Next up, Queenston Mining, TSX-QMI. They reported 2.05 grams ton of gold over 32 meters. These are results from an additional 52 surface diamond drill holes. It's at their 100% owned Upper Canada property, which is located in Kirkland Lake, Ontario. Good place to be. Total of 107 holes have now been reported. They're targeting a zone that measures 300 meters by 1,800 meters, and they're saying it envelops the past-producing Upper Canada mine. Here's some of the highlights in addition to the headline number I gave you. 2.28 grams over 22.9 meters, 2.15 grams over 12.8 meters, 1.15 over 34.1 meters, and 1.37 over 22.6 meters. Obviously, that's all in gold. The company says they have a land package in the Kirkland Lake Gold Camp, now containing 29 properties, and their primary focus is to return to producer status through the development of 4 100% owned gold projects. It looks like they're doing more than just lip service. They closed on Friday at $4.30, so they got to be doing something right, and that's just on the low side of the 52-week trading range. 670 on the high, 320 on the low, so it's below the mid-range of their 52-week trading, but good news out of them. And we've also got, finally, Gowest Amalgamated Resources, TSX Venture Exchange, GWA. They announced they intersected 5 meters of 8.1 grams per ton of gold. This is at one of their gold deposits near Timmins, Ontario. Specifically, it's on their Texmont exploration target, which they say is located 1.5 clicks west of the Frankfield East gold deposit. They went on to say in some of the highlights, this is the first of 3 new gold exploration areas identified. And they went inside, the mineralization appears to exhibit the same characteristics as seen at the Frankfield East gold deposit, which is, I guess, why they mentioned it, even though it's 1.5 kilometers away. So good start. Not a lot of news in here, but it's a good start. Definitely something that you should put on your radar. Closed on Friday, 27 cents, 52-week high, 40 cents, 52-week low, 11 cents. That's a wrap. As always, quality over quantity. Today was quantity. We had 4 great press releases for you. If you're watching this on Globe Investor and you look for more great small mid-cap energy and resource companies, then look below me or to the left. You can see our most recent news that we put out, as well as our most recent webcast interviews with a lot of these companies. So you got great leads to start discovering your next great investment. And finally, get yourself to the front page of AGORACOM. Watch this show. Check out the headlines that we post every day and go into our marketplace directory. Great companies, succinct descriptions, and you can filter the whole list by industry and exchange to make it really easy to find the ones that best suit your portfolio. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.